Today we get to talk to one of the World Bank experts, Ms.Genevieve Boyreau, on the Laos PDR. And with the coming of the Asean Economic Community in 3 years, it's a good idea to explore into our neighbors. So, hello, Ms. Boyreau. Welcome to the program.
Hello?
Yes, hello. Can you tell us a little bit from the World Bank's perspective that what is the SWOT analysis of Laos PDR?
Yes, sure. So thank you for the opportunity. Well,
Yes,
you know, the Lao economy is relatively small compared to most of its neighbors. So it has a GDP close to 8 billion. But Lao PDR stands out as it is rich in natural capital. So the country total wealth, more than half of it consists of forest, agricultural land, hydropower potential, and mineral resources.
yes.
So this is higher than Vietnam and more than double than Thailand, Malaysia, or even China. So in contrast to other ASEAN countries, Laos has a very low population density. So we don't think that a development driven by the type of labor-intensive manufacturing of garments or footwear on the same scale as in Vietnam or Cambodia is likely to be seen.
Yes.
So the development model is very different from others within ASEAN who are trying to catch up with the regional leaders.
Well, apart from the
So
fact
I
that...
would like
Yes, please continue.
So no, I just would like to add and to say that, I think that from the World Bank perspective, that the Lao comparative advantage lays, first in the country wealth of natural resources, and second in its geographical location. So first, well, we know that Lao PDR is landlocked, but is also landlocked between some of the most dynamic and fastest growing economies in the world.
Right.
So that location is a significant opportunity for the country to FDI and demand for the Lao exports.
Yes.
And also, as I said, the country has a significant potential to develop hydropower and mining for exports, which are already driving growth. So one of the big challenges for the country will be to diversify growth and integrate into regional production networks for goods and services.
Yes, and the fact that it is a landlocked country, what are the threats and benefits of Laos joining into becoming a part of ASEAN Economic Community within the year 2015?
Well, when you look at it, the ASEAN Economic Community in 2015 offers opportunities for Laos. So if ASEAN operates truly as a single market, making it more attractive both for investors and consumers who will benefit from lower costs and increased choice. However, I just want to be very frank that there will also be real costs. In fact, Laos already receives many of the benefits from the ASEAN Economic Community. So since 2010, Lao PDR has enjoyed duty-free access to the more developed members of ASEAN.
Yes.
So from 2015, Lao PDR will in return be required to remove all remaining tariffs on imports of non-sensitive goods. So that is going to be a challenge for some productive sectors that are currently benefiting from tariff protection. Another challenge is that the prospect of labor mobility across countries will require Lao PDR to embark on a skill development program to remain competitive. So the reason why I'm saying that is that only a limited proportion of the Lao labor force will have the skills necessary to fully compete and take advantage of working across borders.
Okay, so what is World Bank projection of Laos GDP growth for the next 5 years?
So we think that, if we look ahead over the next 5 years, we have a projection of around 7.5% over the period of the national plan, the government national plan.
Yes.
The government has a slightly higher projection, but quite close of 8%. We just revised our projection based, of the global economic prospects. So the main driver of growth basically are the natural resource sectors, as I already said, and also tourism, services and trade, and some manufacturing. So just, if I may add, and maybe also as a conclusion, so I just would like to emphasize here, as you are giving me the opportunity, that we think really at the World Bank that the main challenge for the country is going to manage large revenue flow coming from the natural resource sector. And we see that as three main priorities. So first, macro management.
Yes.
So there is really a need, for strengthening macro coordination. So to manage, the country exposure to natural resource revenue and risks, and to plan for large revenues coming in, the government accounts. So, and also to decide, between spending and saving for future generations. The second priority is really to improve competitiveness outside the resource sectors. That's critical, because that's where most of the labor and the jobs are. And third priority, that's really about strengthening our public institution, and we see that as a priority at the World Bank. So why strong institutions are important? Well, because they will enable the country to deliver public economic policies and programs to manage increased public resources for public service delivery, and most importantly, to improve the people's livelihoods.
Well, thank you very much, Ms. Boyreau, for your share of information today. Thank you for the perspective.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.